This is part 2 to my Gotham Knights Batgirl costume review from SimCosplay or Champion Costumes. So where we left off, I just pulled out the actual suit, and I'm not disappointed. As I said before, I got a size small because I'm very petite and I like my costumes to fit me well. This looks really amazing, honestly. Like, it looks exactly like what they advertised on the show. There's a great zipper back here. Let me see, is fairly easy to zip up and down. It seems like it's very strong. This entire costume seems like it's very sturdy. I don't know if this is real leather or not. I don't know if that bothers you. I think they probably mention it on their site. But it looks like it's going to fit really well. I'm a big fan of this. This is actually, it's actually very tough, which I like it, you know, it's like armor. So yeah, let me pull out the rest of the costume. So next up we have the cape. And, ooh, it feels like there's some sort of built-in wire here, so it shouldn't move around. This is definitely a lot more heavy-duty than I thought it was, than what it looked like. This feels like a sort of velvet material, which I have grown to really love velvet. I don't know why, but I love it. Ooh, I love this just little detail here that looks really nice. I'll stand up and show it off later. Let's pull out... yeah, sick. The armbands. This looks really nice, honestly. Like, I love all of the details. This is Velcro, which is very handy. It's a little bit bent up, I will say, from being tightly packed, but, like, other than that, like, look how cool this is. Here are the gloves. Okay, it's not a big deal if these don't... Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, so the gloves aren't very good. But that's okay, because I have some yellow gloves from my previous Barbara Gordon costume. So this is the glove, or gloves from my previous Batgirl costume. I think looks a lot better. Ignore the dirt. I smeared some eyeshadow on it because I cosplayed Arkham Riddler. But I think that it looks better than this. It fits better, honestly, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Hello, everyone. I have a new costume to review for you. So, for those of you who are new onto my page, whenever I like to get costumes, I try to do reviews, especially from brands that not many people buy from, or there aren't a whole lot of reviews for. This costume that I will be reviewing today is this Elizabeth Comstock costume by Bingix? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but it's a costume that you can find on Amazon. Originally, I was going to try and order my Elizabeth Comstock costume from Miccostumes, but they were out of stock, and I'm not really sure if or when they would be in stock with that costume, and I'm extremely impatient, especially for this particular character. I love Bioshock. It's one of my favorite video games, specifically like the Burial at Sea DLC and the Infinite game. I think that they're just so beautifully written, and despite how old they are, the games hold up so well. If you haven't played them and you're interested in, like, you really like the sort of retro style, and you're a big fan of, like, horror games, something that has a bit of a horror element, I would 100% recommend trying to play those. But in any case, this review is probably going to be 3 parts. Most of my costume reviews are usually broken up into 3 segments. But this is a pretty simple costume, so maybe I'll fit it into 2 parts. I don't know. Hey, so this is part 2 to my Elizabeth Comstock Burial at Sea DLC costume review. If you haven't seen part 1, then, I don't know, scroll up or do something. But I'm going to go ahead and start by pulling out the pieces of the costume and sort of examining it and talking about the material and what I think about it. It's not a whole lot here. It's a pretty simple cosplay. So first we have the skirt and the belt. This looks like it should fit really well. The belt is made, let me zoom out. The belt does appear to be made into the skirt, which is okay. Normally I'm not really a fan of stuff. I would prefer the belt to be separate, but it does look pretty good quality. Like, this is actually metal, and this is some sort of pleather. And the skirt looks fine. It has the stripe, you know, as advertised. I might wear some sort of fitted wear just to make my hips look a bit more plump in the skirt. Because Elizabeth is very, very curvy. But, you know, I'll see if it fits. Next we have the shirt. And it looks pretty simple enough. I might end up, like, sewing the fabric around the waist to hug my waist better, to look slimmer. But, it looks fine. It's a little bit stiff, you know? Like, it's your standard costume. Like, I think I spent, like, maybe $50 on this costume. And, you know, that's... like, it's like $50 quality, you know? That's what you would expect. And next we have her choker thing. This is very poor quality. Like, this looks like it's, you know, maybe leather or something, and then it's just got like this. So this is really poor quality, but honestly I'm not even worried about it because I actually have a choker with the cage. I don't have the bird. I know a seller on Etsy that sells the necklaces, so I might get the bird. But, like, I have the cage one, so I can easily replace it with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on in the next video and see how everything fits. Welcome back to part 3 of my Elizabeth Comstock costume review. As you can see, I have the entirety of the costume on. Show it off a little bit. Don't look at my feet, you pervert. So I am wearing fitted wear to make myself look a bit curvier, because even though this is a small, I feel like if I wasn't wearing fitted wear under this, like, my curves wouldn't show. The shirt, I thought that I would have to sew the sides to make it a bit slim, but actually I think it looks fine. I might pinch the back of the fabric, you know, just to be a little bit more dramatically sexy, you know. I might take some of the excess fabric off the sleeves, but I don't know. The skirt, I feel like is a little bit boxy. Even though I'm wearing fitted wear, like, I feel like it sort of takes away my shape, you know? So I might, like, pinch the back, you know, or I think I might pinch the back to make it a little bit tighter on my waist, and then maybe same thing here, you know? Just to really accentuate the curves. I feel like this is something that isn't really talked a whole lot about in cosplay, but, like, if you want your cosplay to look good, be very dramatic with the curves. Same thing with, like, the contour in the makeup. Like, you might look at yourself and be like, oh, I look silly, you know, or unrealistic. But, like, once you go to film content, like, like, it looks different on camera. Looking in the mirror versus looking on camera, it looks completely different. It's something that I don't think I've ever mentioned, but, like, for a lot of my cosplays, I actually wear fitted wear under my costumes to, like, really highlight curves. Because, well, you know, especially with video game characters have unrealistic bodies, you know? So that's something that... a little secret of mine, I guess, that I do. But, yeah, all in all, I'm fairly satisfied with this costume. I feel like this costume should be cheaper. Like I said, I paid like maybe 50 to 60 bucks for it, you know, but it's okay. Like, I've gotten worse costumes. Look at this little stinker. Look at this stinky. It is just the stinkiest scronkly tofu that's ever existed. You're a stinky man. You're my stinky man. Hello. I am Lady Dead Rabbit. Please ignore the fact that I am dressed up as Poison Ivy right now. I was in the middle of recording, when my stinky boyfriend came home. But if you're new here, sometimes I like to do costume reviews. Obviously, when I'm not making a costume. And I have a very special photo shoot coming up, in which it is a Harley Quinn styled boudoir. Now, if you don't know what a boudoir is, it's basically a fancy word for, like, lingerie photo shoot. If you have no point of reference for that, just think about Victoria's Secret commercials, and that's basically what it is. Now, because I myself did not have any previous lingerie that really fits the classic red and black Harley Quinn, obviously I had to do a bit of shopping, and this is what I got. So, obviously, going to the trustworthy site Amazon, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on this little suit thingy on there. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the company name. It looks like it's Japanese. But yeah, there weren't any reviews, or at least any picture reviews for this costume. I think there was one comment review of someone saying that it was really good quality, but it was a little bit tight on them. I don't think I'll have to worry about that, because as you can see, I have the body type of a Tim Burton character, which means I am just flesh and bones. So I already opened up the costume because I wasn't really sure what it was. This is what it is. I would say so far, it looks really awesome. I love how everything is a one piece, how everything is attached. I think that that is really nifty, especially since this costume has a lot of straps. I think the color is very true to the photo. It looks exactly like what is advertised. The material of it feels very much like a bathing suit. In fact, I think this is actually what it is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a bathing suit, but I do not like swimming. I'm not a pool or beach person, so I'm obviously just gonna use this to cosplay Harley Quinn, and mainly for my photo shoot as her. Now, what most of you are probably most excited for, I am going to put on this costume and see how it fits me. So if you excuse me, I shall go over there. So here is what the bathing suit, or in my case, lingerie, looks like. At least on me. It is actually pretty tight-fitting, but it's comfortable. This is what the back looks like. Very simple, you know. I would say I'm pretty happy with it, especially the price. It was under $40, like it was 30-something, which I would say is a pretty good deal especially when it comes to a very, very popular character such as Harley Quinn. Usually a lot of her merch and her costumes are ridiculously overpriced, so I'm pretty satisfied with the way it all looks. I will say the only thing that I am not a fan of is probably these straps, especially these straps. I just think that they're unnecessary, especially these are super unnecessary in my opinion because I already have this little belt thing going on, and mind you, everything is connected. Like this isn't, like nothing is separate. Everything is like sewed in. So I will probably keep this little choker thing, and it ties in a ribbon in the back. I'll probably keep this, but I'm more than likely going to just cut off these little things, because I just don't, like, in my opinion, it is just too much accessories. Like, even as far as Harley Quinn goes, it's just a little bit too much, especially when we have this little awesome belt. I think for my photo shoot, I'll probably wear a bra under this, just because it is a little bit tight, and I do want to get some nice cleavage action, because you can see I do not have very big breasts, so I'll probably wear like a push-up bra under this. I think this should kind of cover the straps, you know, but yeah, this looks pretty cool. Let me know if any of you guys are gonna get this little bathing suit for yourself, you know, and if you do, you know, I hope this review sort of helped you in your purchasing decision. I would definitely rate it a 10 out of 10, actually. Today I'm gonna do a little costume review for you guys. Now, if you're not familiar with my content, obviously, this page is almost solely dedicated to cosplay and costumes. I make like half of my costumes, the other half I just buy, and whenever I do buy a costume, I like to do a little review because nothing annoys me more when shopping for a costume and there are like no good reviews. So this is the costume that I'm going to be reviewing today. It is a cute, sexy little like lingerie, kind of like a bathing suit Spider-Man costume, which is kind of a shame that this costume was literally just now delivered and I just got done filming like Mary Jane sort of Spider-Man content. Like, of course it would get delivered once I'm done, but as you can see, I got it off Amazon. This is the seller, Jasmine Girls store. If you hear any like growling or hissing, that is just one of my roommate's cats. He likes to sit outside any sort of door to any room that I'm in and just sit there and hiss and growl, and I don't understand why. Make up your mind. But in any case, I'm a little bit worried about this costume because in the description for it, it said that it only came in one size, and it said that it could fit from anyone who wears extra small to large, which doesn't make any sense to me. I understand that it's like a one-piece bathing suit, but like, I feel like there should, at the very least, there should be a small, medium, and large. Like, I don't really understand things that are like one size fit all, like, but I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. I don't know if this is the original seller, but that is just, I got it off Amazon. It's just one of the first ones that popped up. And yeah, this is pretty cute. I am a big fan of the original red and blue look for Spider-Man. I was a girly who grew up watching Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, so I do kind of like that this is a little bit reminiscent of that. This is the front. Oops, let me just drop it. This is the back. The material feels pretty much the same as any other Spider-Man suit. It looks like it'll fit me fine. The only thing that I'm worried about is this crotch part kind of looks a little bit large, which is, it's okay, because worst comes to worst, I can easily just sew this up, make it tighter to fit me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go off camera for a second, put on the costume, and show you guys how it looks on me. And for a point of reference, I typically wear small to extra small. I always go for the smallest size whenever buying costumes, because I may not look like it on camera, but I'm very petite, I'm very small, and I don't like clothing looking loose on me. I don't like loose clothing. So yeah. Alright, so here is the end result. Please don't freak out. I'm not naked, I mean, obviously. And also, I am an adult cosplayer, so yeah. But yeah, this is how it looks. Super cute, really sexy. I'm so surprised how well it fits. Like, it looks very, very nice. I kind of like the way that this looks a little bit more than my actual, like, female Spider-Man costume, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's super cute. As you might be able to tell, I'm not wearing underwear. Yeah, unless you have some, like, really high-rise thong underwear, you're just not gonna be able to wear underwear with this costume. I am wearing a bra, however. I have one that has, like, invisible straps, but I feel like even with a normal bra, it should be able to cover those straps, which is okay. This is definitely a costume that I will probably never cosplay in public with. Because, well, first off, what am I gonna do about the feet? Like, am I gonna have to wear boots or something with this? But also, like, it is a little bit loose down here. Not too much, but, like, I don't want to be out in public in this shifts. So this is definitely, even though this is technically classified as a bathing suit, I don't think I'm ever going to go swimming in this, just because I can see that happening, or I get out of the pool, or I get out of the ocean, and this is, like, skilled, and then my coochie's just hanging out for the world to see. So I don't trust it that much, but this is really fun, really sexy, and really cute. Honestly, I might even wear this, like, as, like, a shirt. Like, I might wear some pants, you know, and then just wear this, like, as a shirt, because it's pretty cute. TikTok, please don't freak out. Again, I am a grown woman, and also I am a professional model. This is modeling. But, like, here's the back. Very cute, super cute design. You know, pays a lot of homage to the classic original Spider-Man. And I'm just obsessed with the way that it sits on my hips. Like, this makes me look a lot thicker than what I actually am. I think it's very, very flattering. And for me personally, I think it looks very good. But I would say even if you were a little bit skinnier than me, or even if you were a little bit thicker than me, just with the way that this is cut, and the way that this sits, I feel like this is something that should look good on most people. But yeah, this is my new Spider-Man costume. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to really film any TikToks with it. Next time I cosplay Mary Jane, I'm definitely wearing this, because this is just, it's so cute. I love it.